Those of you who are applauding Trump on Maduro should think of France on Traore, Shehu Sani. Shehu Sani, I beg, go and sit down. Former Nigerian senator and human rights advocate Shehu Sani has once again responded to the situation unfolding in Venezuela. Shebi they gave this Shehu Sani ambassadorial deal. Why are you still disturbing us with talk now? Shebi they've given you ambassadorial deal now. Warning that praising U.S. actions against President Nicolas Maduro could create a perilous global precedent. He cautioned that normalizing such actions may lead to similar interventions being carried out against other leaders. Yes, that's what we want. What if he does that? What if he does the same thing against other leaders? We are even waiting for himself, particularly those viewed as opposing Western interests. Sani urged supporters of U.S. President Donald Trump to consider the broader consequences. We are not considering anything. Are they considering us? I beg of endorsing what he termed selective justice. He suggested that those applauding Trump's stance on Maduro should also think about the situation in Burkina Faso with Captain Ibrahim Traore. Sani argued that once a precedent is set, it becomes easier for powerful nations to justify similar interventions. In other contexts, he expressed concern that Africa could become a potential target. Especially nations governed by leaders who are anti-Western or socialist-leaning and have come to power through military coups. No, especially leaders that are corrupt, that are bad, that are wicked to their citizens. These are the ones that he will target. So Shehu Sani, I don't know what you are saying. This Shehu Sani, he has really changed. Really changed. Subsequently explaining Western firms, Sani questioned that what might happen to these leaders if global powers decided to apply the same logic used against Venezuela. His statement reflects a growing anxiety among Africans. Who has anxiety? They are the ones that have anxiety. Among African commentators regarding issues of sovereignty, self-determination, and foreign influence in domestic matters. Sani highlighted that international politics is increasingly driven by power rather than fairness, warning that today's support for such actions could lead to future regrets. He pointed out that political biases often distort judgments, prompting people to back actions simply because they are directed at leaders they disapprove of. Now you sabi that one. Nevertheless, he emphasized that injustice remains injustice, regardless of who it affects. Oh, really? So you know that injustice is injustice? I don't know. Before backing injustice against someone you dislike, consider how it could be applied to someone you do like. Sani caution. I beg, wetin dey talk? Wetin dey talk? I beg, Joshua says, stop causing chaos, Jare. Apostle of the Most High God said, Traore is not a drug lord and his people love him because he's not corrupt. Exactly. Africans love him. France can't try such on African soil because the consequences will be counterproductive. Exactly. Farmer says, I beg, allow us rest. You are always biased in your judgment. I'm telling you. Even Northerners hate Americans say, thank God for Jesus. You can't call some God as blessed though. You cannot. At Amako Dominic says, useless man, go and arrest him now if they burn you well. Igwe Emeka says, Shehu Sani, you are tribalistic. Obviously. Olawale says, help me ask Shehu Sani, did Traore deal with drugs or abuse human rights? Or is he into terrorism? So what will be the basis for France capturing Traore? I wonder. Why would they want to capture him? He said he doesn't want to be part of their ECOWAS or whatever again. What has he done wrong? So why would they capture him? Traore will not even agree to that kind of a thing. They should try it first now. Louis Okoye said, let them come and deal with the clueless and heartless African leaders who have even been liaising with the same Western power to impoverish the African people. Yes, you need to come and sample Nigeria as well. Emmanuel Akpabio says, we have judged here correctly with what the situation of health facilities is in Venezuela, with oil resources the highest in the world. That criminal needs to be taken out. Where is the wealth of the nation with that extreme poverty beating on the faces of the people? That's the lesson reserved for such a leader. Exactly. A422 says, is Traore a dictator? This man called Sani can talk nonsense. I'm telling you. Can you see that Venezuelans are happy? From Maduro says, as in they are very happy. He's telling us that else if they do that to somebody that we like. Who do we like? We don't like any of you people in this country. If they can even carry you to Shehu Sani, we'll be very happy about it. All of you the same thing. The same thing. Good point. Which good point? Bada says Senator Sani, so if something like this can happen in Cameroon, Uganda, and even Ivory Coast, you will not be happy. Tell Africa leaders to have sense. If says leave Sani Jare, he's talking from a place of hate. Taiwo Adam says if IPOB ESN obedient terrorists to be Nnamdi Kanu supporters at the terrorist group backing Trump, and we know why. Now yes, I be they paying you. They will come and arrest that your person that you are supporting. If you like be saying Obi is an obedience, now yes, I be this me. Simon Agada says my problem is that Nigerians don't have any stand in global politics. Our leaders are just busy with politics and stealing. No plan for the country. I'm telling you, no plans at all. Joshua Ituma says France cannot try such now. After all, Traore have not committed anything against France. Exactly. So why would they do that? And Traore is not wicked to his citizens. So why should they do that to him? Osman says from the United Nations Charter, although the rules are only meant for the third world nations, they are non-applicable on the super nations. Trump has started imagining that what will follow next. Okay. Usman says, why some people are not using their common sense? If not for selfish interest, people are going blind in supporting Donald Trump. I beg, a very poor president is set because the Western superpowers can attack and whisk away any leaders of independent nation. If United Nations Charter are not strictly observed, nobody will be safe in the world because it is those rules that are safeguarding the independence and interest of the weaker nations. No nations can exempt itself. I beg, let's hear what they should do better. Do right by your citizens. How can you say you are an oil producing country and your citizens are poor and you are not bothered? Oil producing country with highest poor person in their country. Don't tell us that. Even I told him, don't judge the messenger but the message. How long will the world continue to accommodate characters like the captured president of Venezuela just because of maintaining the independence of a nation, or you say they are a sovereign country? I beg, let's hear what. To avoid a situation like this, decent people should be choosing to lead the country. Exactly. Afolabi says if Traore Ibrahim do engage in narcotics and drug trade against his former colonial master, nothing stops France from arresting him in his palace. But he's not a drug baron. We already know that. Lidan says, I knew your views would always not be for Trump. I be not be Muslim and Fulani you be. Don't mind that Shehu Sani. I beg. Obeta says, Sani, are you now indirectly telling France to do the same? Nice, Abi. They should try it first. Stuko says, supporting Trump is as well as supporting evil. Now you know, Sabi. The evil ones are your kind. Terrorists like you. Shame, we are more evil than you that buy and rape. Nonsense but calling kettle black. Don't mind them. My listeners, don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.